really foggy. See that?
I see it, but Dad, where even is the cabin?
Way down there. It's foggy, isn't it?
I don't even see the cabin. Carter actually cheated.
Carter cheated. On your game?
What?
He cheated on your game?
Yeah, and it's in Roblox. Or Beast Pet.
Show me. Show me.
Carter's not even in the game.
Well, which game is it? Show me the screen.
It's this game.
Oh, he bought the Mr. Beast pet, huh?
Yeah, and do you like my character?
Pretty slick. Big stretch. What's this? Hey, raise your hand if you have on a Spider-Man shirt. Did you eat Reese's already? How many did you eat?
4.
Oh. All right. Say, morning, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Doss Farms.
Doss Farms.
Ah.
Dad, you know I already said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Said it. Oh, look at the goats on the camera. When you said it, you were barely awake.
I wasn't. I was just watching my iPad.
All right. Get away from the truck. Ruby. I see you. Ruby. Woo. There she is. What are you doing, little lady? Junebug. Tipsy. Hey, June, slow down. I may have to go down there and park in the panels. Y'all just hungry. Franklin, don't be ornery this morning. All right, everybody hang on. Everybody back up. Back up. Listen, y'all gotta back up. Nope, that's not your reflection. No chucho trucko. Back up, oh. Move. I don't like that you're really nice because you don't move. Everybody scoochy. Scoocho backo. Brusso. Quit it. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I forgot I had the tank in here, so it's kind of hard to get this bag out and get around them, so this should be a good time. Man, I don't think y'all saw any of that. Oreo got under it. That didn't work. Woo! Look at the little babies. Not so little anymore though. And by the way, he's not banded yet, and neither is Pat, or neither is Frank. We had somebody after our last video show some interest in Patrick, and they want him as a longhorn, so we're not gonna, or they want him as a bull, so we're not gonna register him yet. Or I'm sorry, we're not gonna band him yet. So we'll wait and see if they're true and actually wanting him before we band him. But longhorn, especially registered longhorn, people want color. They want the pretty paintings and stuff like that. They want bunny. Whoop. Where's she at? They want bunny, they want Finn, CJ's not too bad. An all-white bull is not exactly sought after from what I can tell. Just being in a few groups, only owning Longhorns about 6 months, that's what I've noticed. They want a lot of pattern and a lot of color, so that's why you would just band him and sell him as a steer, okay? Now, he may have an impressive set of horns someday. It doesn't mean he's not worth something. It doesn't mean his life's not worth something. It's just when you're into putting color in your herd, an all-white bull is probably not gonna do it. Because you can take a cow, or I'm sorry, you could take a bull like Finn, which he's not, he's a steer, and put him with an all-white cow and get the color you want. But chances are those dominant genes of white on white are gonna throw more white. So anyway, that's okay, but we'll hang on to him. Find out if the people that were interested actually want him, if they want a bull or a steer, and we'll go from there. Frank is still intact, but that's only because I haven't had time to band him. He will get banded. Let me tell you something. I raised 2 Holstein Angus steers first. Those were my first steers I ever raised. Amazing meat, good-natured, awesome animals. They were bottle babies though, so the Angus didn't really come out of them, if you will. They were gentle from day one. They stayed gentle. They were ornery, but all cows are. And then I raised 2 Baldies. They were straight up just awesome, just really good-natured. That's a Hereford Angus cross, and I liked them. They were good-natured the whole time. I mean, you know, I give these animals, because they do. They all have personalities, and they all get ornery, and they all want to get to the next greenest pasture and all that. But as far as like trying to hurt anybody, those animals weren't ever trying to hurt anybody. They weren't trying to prove dominance, nothing like that. Franklin here, and I actually can't even mess with him. Every animal out here, I kid you not, every animal, I can push on them, I can touch them, I can move them, I can even move June, I can scratch June. Yes, you've seen me sit on Bunny. I can do just about anything with her. Don't smack June though, Bunny. That'll get you hurt. But Frank, where'd he go? Frank, man, I don't know if it's the Angus in him. I don't know if he's just a turd. Just like with every animal, I've been messing with him since day one. I've been petting him. I've been touching him, hand feeding him cubes, everything. I do the same thing with all the animals. Okay, even CJ, who's legit ornery and I'm ready to take to Fraser camp. He's not a bully, if you will, but Frank's a turd, man. It's pretty bad. I legit like wrestled him to the ground the other night in a headlock to keep him from hurting me. And he weighs every bit of a couple 100 pounds already. So he's already as solid as me, and they're stinking strong, man. I don't know. It's not Fred's boy. If I sell him, somebody's gonna eat him. There's not many people looking for a bull in a Highland Angus cross. But without fencing, he's not gonna be here if he's not going to be polite and nice and kind. I say all that to give you guys a heads up. I don't know how I'm rolling my window up. I say, why didn't you tell me it's hot in here? Whoops. What? Are you hot?
No, I'm not. Well, kind of.
It's just stuffy, huh? Woo! So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. I want to know what the real farmers would do with Frank. And I already know the answer. Those of you that watch this, I know when Frank was born. I know the hype around his birth. I was here. It's our farm. Ray and I witnessed it. We were all out here till 1 o'clock in the morning. Mr. and Mrs. A, Mr. and Mrs. Miller. We were all out here to witness it and watch it and see the miracle that is Frank the Tank be born at 2 o'clock in the morning when June passed the largest calf I've ever seen, certainly come out of a Highland. He is just very, very ornery. If I sell him, someone will make him a steer and they will eat him. Am I supposed to just keep him and raise him? And just because he was born on this farm and he's June's baby? I mean, it's not Fred's baby. If it was Fred's baby, I fully intended to keep him intact and keep passing those genes, but he's not. He's the neighbor's random bull that he leased, right?
Wow.
If you're one of them real farmers and you understand where food comes from, why would I sell a perfectly good steer that can be made a steer, a bull calf that can be made a steer? Why would we sell one? And Ray's on board, so don't go over there and tell and tattle. Chad's gonna eat Frank. Okay, she already knows. Why would we sell a perfectly good bull that we can make a steer and raise for our own consumption and give him an amazing life while he's here? That's the other thing. See, we'll make sure he gets everything he needs. Badonk, what's up, buddy? We'll make sure he gets everything he needs. We'll make sure he's healthy, happy, medicated, safe, and very well fed for obvious reasons. Okay? Man, look at that sky. Good morning, dog. Good morning, dog. Easy, mama. I'm not really asking for permission. I'm asking you to understand where we're coming from. Okay? He's an amazing looking little bull calf. That color, I do believe, is gonna fade. He is getting darker by the day. He's not gonna stay brindle. Now, if, you know, he might, but I don't believe he's gonna. What's up, buddy? She says, sup.
Oh.
I need you guys to understand, just like this one does, what you do with animals you raise on your farm that don't have a role, if you will. Like, even if I kept him intact, even if I kept him on the farm, guys, he's a bull. And I have an agreement with my neighbors that I won't run a bull on their fence lines. And we would need to build a pen for him. So that means he doesn't get the full 20 acres like everybody else does. Okay? Which is kind of a bull's life sometimes. That's what they do. But then what? Because at some point, and remember, he's a Highland Angus. It's not like he's, well, I'll put it this way. Mr. Abbott, the guy we worked with at Eubanks that got us the ArrowQuip stuff, which, by the way, I have a major announcement from ArrowQuip for our channel, so stay tuned on that. I really, really want to tell you right now. Mr. Abbott that helped us at Eubanks, he breeds Angus to his Irish Dexters because they grow quick, they stay kind of small, so you don't get like this big old massive Angus, but you don't have to have as much land either. So I mean, it may sound like I'm trying to talk myself into it, but I'm not, okay? I'll do it. It crossed our minds that if some of y'all couldn't handle it, to let Mr. Abbott raise it, and then we would go get the meat later. But I'd really rather keep him on our farm. And Mr. Abbott didn't even offer that. I would have to even check. But I would literally only do that because some of y'all may not be able to handle the realities of it, okay? If you can't handle farm life, I'm not sure why you're watching DOS Farms. I don't know what to tell you. I love each and every one of you, good, bad, or ugly, just like you love us. Hey, what do we do with ornery animals?
Just sell them.
Sell them? Or what if they could be tasty?
Yep, eat them.
Eat them. You heard it here. The boss spoke. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry about it. Grill them up.
Grill them up in the frying pan.
All right, let me go look at Lily real quick. Goodness, look at that view. Wow. I got my transfer tank in the back of the truck. That's diesel for the tractor. It's like 55 gallons. The whole setup was like $600, but it's been amazing and a lifesaver because the tractor only has a 14-gallon tank. At this point, because I am in the market for a side-by-side, potentially diesel, the only thing that uses diesel at this point is the tractor. It's got a 14-gallon tank. That's a 55-gallon tank, so carry the 4. I think I can fill the tank up on the tractor 4 or 5 times with that auxiliary tank. Been very handy. I'll stay right here. Keep eating. Keep eating. Keep eating. Don't worry. Looks like you didn't escape the rain last night. It's okay. You're so good looking. Look at them ears. You are your daddy's girl. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. All the spunk and spiciness you've ever seen in your life, Cabela. That one right there. Beautiful animal. So pleased. It's going really, really well. Haven't had any issues. Of course, he's obviously tried to rebreed Lucy. She's coming to her full heat. We do want a donkey this time next year, a baby donkey, so it just made sense. I talked to people who are much wiser than me, one on YouTube, who a lot of y'all know, and one who's not, but has bred many, many animals. He said, hey, you want a foal next year, right? I said, yep. He said, turn the man out, turn the donkey out, turn the jack out. And here's what's interesting too. He's full on adopted the babies. Little Donk, our main donkey, where's he at? He has full on adopted every baby on the farm. And even when we come out to pet them, he watches us. Now he knows we're safe, but he's watching us, like making sure that we don't spook anybody. It's almost like he's there to say, hey, it's okay, they're all right. I know you're new, but that's mom and dad. He's all about it, man. And I'll tell you what, dude, if anybody came on this farm, any predators with ill intent towards the babies, Little Donk, Lily's dad, Little Donk, is ready to throw hands or hooves. Hi, little one. Hi. It's far enough, I can tell. Come here. Can you go get some apple treats? Can you go get some treats? Cabela, you should probably back up. Hi. Good morning. Lucy's still been very, very sweet with us. She's leaned up a lot. They get the bigger crest neck when they're pregnant. Like they just have more fat in their bodies, trying to stay warm, all that good stuff. Because they do carry for a year, a full winter. Hi, little one. Hi. Not gonna happen. It's okay. I won't rush it. I know that Dollar General cookies and apple treats will get her one of these days. Yep. Woo! All right, let's go look at baby Roxy. Oh wait, look. You guys taught me well. Look, he's got his done too. And we're on our property. Calm down about him being in front seat, seatbelt, okay. We get up, we run to the gas station, we say hi to the old boys that tell us what to do and how to do it out here, that have been doing it for generations. And then we come home and we drive around the farm and hang out with you guys. Cabela. Roxy! That's right. The little preemie absolutely has a name now. Oh, in case. So, our oldest boy, Case, has a channel. And he called this area because we've got a preemie alpaca. And the mom's name is Tina, in case you're new here. But our oldest boy, Case, has a channel. He was up here filming the other day. And he was like, it's Quarantina. Oh, man. I don't know where he gets it. Yep. There's Miss Tina. Baby Roxy. Hey, Cabela. All they can hear is you breathing. And Adler yelling. That's better. How cool is that? So when she was born, her eyes were actually bloodshot as well. You can see she's got all black now with some color. I say color as in white. But she is the spitting image of mom. Not a sign of dad in her. That animal, guys, I wish I could show you, but I don't believe she weighs 5 or 6 pounds. I truly don't. And it's all bones and fur. She is tiny. Our boy John at Red River Exotics, he raises, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 100 head of alpacas. I mean, it's something crazy. He's on Facebook. I've tagged him below. He said to leave him pinned up for about a week, and basically what we did with Lily, our donkey, our donklet, we kept her in here until we saw that she could run around and move and get out of the way of Dad when Mom came into full heat, right? Well, that's what we're doing here with Ruby, Roxy, all these R names. That's what we're doing here with Roxy. We're trying to make sure, I want to see her, and so does Ray. We're on the same page. Ray posted a video last night. Case posted a video. I'll link them both in the top comment, okay? We want to see her like sprinting around this pen, okay? Like going crazy. What's up, bub?
Nothing.
Once she does that, we'll know that she's good, and we can make sure that, yeah. Once she does that, we'll know that she's good and she can get out of the way of the other animals. I'd weigh her, but I really just don't want to stress a preemie out that's doing well and doing strong. It's just... You want to what? Riding the side by side and find some bones?
Yep.
We did the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Somebody sent us some. Daddy went out and hit them, and then you went and found them. Oh, you wish there was like 20 of them?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. Here's what we can do. So if you guys are new here, this is Adler. He's the farm boss. Adler Doss, the farm boss. Is that pretty cool?
Yeah.
He loves collecting bones. And when we first bought this property, it had been sitting here for about 7 years, and we found deer, coyote, possum, snake. We found a whole cow over in Ben's pasture, didn't we?
Yep.
Yep. Well, he found them like super quick. And now there's, I don't want to say there's none left, but it takes a while for, you know, animals to become bones. But some of our awesome subscribers have sent some bones for us to find. And he knows that they're from you guys. I think that makes it more special. And then Daddy goes and hides them, right?
Yeah.
So that way he can practice honing in on his bone finding skills, right?
Yeah.
Is it pretty cool? Do you think people would send us some? Like what somebody sent us the other day, they sent us some antlers and we hit them. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I just, want to get some bones.
Just want to get some bones. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Sound good to get some bones.
Well, tell them, say, if you guys send them, I'll find them and my daddy will put it on the YouTube.
Yep. Send them and I'll find them.
We call you the bone collector or bone hunter. What do you like best?
I think just bone collector.
Bone collector. All right. I bet you somebody will send us some antler sheds, maybe some little bones that they got. That sound okay? And Daddy will hide them and we'll make a whole video finding bones. That's you?
Yeah,
I thought that was SpongeBob.
it's me.
Well, raise your hand if you're SpongeBob. Nah. All right, come here. Smack that green light. We got errands to run. We'll be back.
Smack.
Smack. Woo. I think Ray washed her truck. Goodness. I washed mine a couple days ago too. Real heavy rain. Just rinsed her right off. It looked amazing. Until I put it in drive. Went down the road. Oh man. That's my lawn chair. The cows put it up for me every night. They're so sweet. Man, look at this pond. You guys like my Crocs? They're squeaking. When I leave my Crocs outside, they shrink. It's kind of crazy. Then they squeak for like a day or two. Then they're fine. Then they squeak again. You know what I'm kind of curious about? There's Finn. June better not be looking for a bull somewhere. We might actually have to go find her. Anyway, check the pond out. I haven't been down here in a minute, especially since it rained, but look at all that water. So I tried to tell you guys, this is deep. It's really deep, and it's way deeper than this side. So this probably doesn't look any different to you, but this should look full. I mean, the water line used to be like, probably right there. But we actually had, and I just looked, we had 3.5 inches of rain in July. That's nuts. So I'm excited to see that pond keep filling up. I do believe I'm done grading that peninsula and island. I'm not going to try and take it down anymore. It's kind of nice. Well, I'll put it this way. You guys that have built ponds, you've mentioned many times that if someone were to fall in, you want to make your banks to where that something or someone could walk out. You don't want it like, you know, steep and sloped all the way around. So anyway, I'm going to leave it. Oh, and if you haven't seen Ray's latest video, yes, those are all grasshoppers. If you haven't seen Ray's latest video, she painted her door yesterday, but we're also covering up our water line. We're covering up our electric line right here. And we've had a lot of runoff this direction. So we're going to kind of make this a berm, and I'm going to continue it on past the light pole. I buried a fiber line like our internet and electric right there, and they're in conduit. But I'm going to continue that berm on out and go around Ray's shed right there. And I need to squish this down, but really it needs a good bit of rain on it first. And I'm going to build this up. I'll keep filling it. Let me show you what I'm getting the dirt from though. Well, a lot of it came from right here. Boy, it's hot. It wasn't supposed to be this hot, Finn. It wasn't supposed to be this hot, dude. Whew. But it is. It's like 97 degrees out here. This is where I'm getting a lot of the dirt. We've got a ditch that comes from our neighbor Ben's place right there. And then of course this is runoff from the rocky pasture we have. It all flows right here. And what I've been doing is just taking my box blade and grading this down lower and lower and lower. Every time it rains, I look to see where the water is. And then I grade it down so that we'll kind of create a swale. And then yes, I'm gonna put all the rocks that we have around the property, which these were just a few I got out this morning. I'll put those rocks down there. Oreo, what's up, my lady? I'll put those rocks down there and kind of keep everything in check. But I am hitting clay, so that's a good sign. We've got a clay bottom over there, so it's not gonna like erode it, but I want it to erode where the water already is. I don't want to get these flash floods and have it start kind of eroding where it shouldn't. So anyway, I think I'm doing what's right. I don't know, you guys know me. I'm still learning. Not afraid to say it. What's up, buddy? Oh, by the way, I'm not cleaning that. I'll clean that grill when I get another truck. If you know, you know. You guys were on me for 2 years to replace the windshield in my truck. I finally did it. I went and bought a new truck. Anyway, let's talk here for a second. Nothing, let's see. Yeah, look at that. Feels like. Look at that. Y'all read that? Woo! It's hot. It's really hot. So anyway, here's the deal. The name changed. The elephant in the room. I didn't change my name. It's always been the Doss Family Farm. It's always been Doss Farms. I just changed the channel name. No, Adler doesn't care. You guys shouldn't either. It's the same content. We weren't cloned. We weren't hacked. We weren't whatever else you can come up with, okay? Like I said, it's always been Doss Farms. And if you didn't know, on the back end of every video, there's hashtags. And we as creators make those hashtags. Doss Farms has always been a hashtag. Before I changed it to Adler Farms, you could type Doss Farms and you'd find me. And now vice versa. Some other people that you might have heard of just changed the name of their companies, like Facebook. Good old Zuck went from Facebook to Meta. Good old Twitter went from Twitter to X, because now the smartest man in the world, if you want my opinion, owns it. And if you don't believe me, think about this, okay? He is the smartest man in the world, okay? Think about this. He went to NASA and he said, hey, I'm gonna build a rocket. And they were like, we don't want any help. And he was like, I'm gonna build a rocket that can go up in the air and then the boosters can come down and land the rocket. Like they're gonna land, they're gonna come back. So you can reuse the boosters. You're not just gonna launch hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars in the air just to get a rocket off the face of the earth. And he was like, I'm gonna do it. And they were like, that's fine, we don't care. He was like, okay. So he went and did it. So yeah, he's the smartest man in the world. He just changed the name of his company. He literally wanted to tweet whatever he wanted. Nobody would let him tweet certain things. So he bought him out, changed the name, just for the fun of it, just to say he could. So anyway, yeah, next week, you'll be watching Kangaroo Farms. That's what I'm gonna change the name to next. Sonny, you can get out of there, right? Okay. And how cool is it? Sorry, I take a phone call. And how cool is it too? Just to let you know, and I'm going to muscle through it because I don't want to cry. But I never met my grandpa, my dad's dad. I never met him. His name to me was Grandpa Doss, Johnny. And I never met him. He died when I was 2. So there's literally, I know where my dad's going to be at when he watches this video, but like, there's no memory. I just have a couple pictures. How cool is it? See, I'm the oldest grandchild on my dad's side. On the Doss family side, I'm the oldest grandchild. So I was the only grandbaby that Grandpa Doss got to hold. And then he passed away, unfortunately, early. And then now my dad, to all 3 of my boys, is Grandpa Doss. A name I've only said in remembrance my entire life. What was Grandpa like? What did he do for a living? My dad now is Grandpa Doss. And then Grandma Doss. And my mom's probably not feeling like she's worthy of the name Grandma Doss, because Grandma Doss to me, which would be my mom's mother-in-law, was one of the most influential people in my life, and my mom's mom, Grandma Crab. But Grandma Crab and Grandma Doss, and now my mom is Grandma Doss. So Grandma and Grandpa Doss, how cool is that? So that's why that name, it's my name, man. And another thing I got to muscle through real quick. When Carter and Ray came into our lives, Carter was 5. I mean, he turned 6 like a week later, but he was 5. And what he means to me, I don't like the term stepdad. I don't like the term stepson. I look at him like a son. Now, he doesn't have to look at me like a dad because he has a dad who he adores, and his dad adores him. But what I want Carter to remember is not that I was super cool, because here's the deal. When Carter is, well, I met him when he was 5. When he's 25, 35, and 45, I hope I'm still here. I hope I'm still making videos. We'll see. That fly had teeth. I don't want Carter to understand when he's 25 and 35 years old why it was called Adler Farms all these years. I want Carter to remember why Chad changed it. Because if you think changing this name to include everybody under my roof, under Ray and I's roof, if you think changing the name of this channel meant anything other than everyone in this room, under this roof, is under my wing. And I talk to Jesus, so being under my wing is the best place you can be. Because I don't move without asking. And all right, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you watching another video and all videos. My mom and dad, my brother and sister-in-law, Case, Ray, everybody. I appreciate you guys very much watching the Doss family on YouTube and tuning in like you guys do, no matter what. I didn't get any negative feedback about changing the name. If I did, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't read it. I'm sorry. It's how it is. If you're looking for feedback on something, all you got to do is get on the internet and they'll tell you. But I saw a quote the other day. I'm not going to say where it came from because I'll get called out. But did you know it's actually impossible to ask for advice and then do anything else? It's impossible. You can't, because if you ask for advice, those people, nobody gives advice. I mean, maybe it's very, very rare that someone can actually give you advice. They have to literally not know you in order to give you true, unbiased advice. And then they have to truly have never been through whatever's going to happen when you get that advice from them. And I don't even know if you can consider that advice. If somebody's never been through something, if somebody's never done what you're asking them to give you advice on, you probably shouldn't ask them. So literally, yes, it is impossible to ask for advice on something and then do anything else. It truly is, because someone's always going to feel like you didn't do what they said. And it's like, well, I didn't know I had to do what you said. I was just asking what you would do. Well, I know, but I told you what I thought was best. For you, right? Nope. I told you what oh wait, yeah, I did. I told you what I thought was best Yeah. See what I mean? So anyway, life lessons with Chad. That's what happens when I put the cowboy hat on. I become older, wiser, better, stronger, faster, bigger. It's like an extension of my beard. The beard helps me know where the mountains are. I constantly know where the mountains are. I can walk into the trees with an axe and trees just fall over. That's what the beard does. I'm getting off on a tangent, but man, I'm having a ton of fun. It truly is 16:30. It's 4:30 the night you guys are seeing this on Thursday. Maybe a day later, maybe 12 hours later on Facebook. But I cannot thank you guys enough. Ray and Carter came into my life and my boys' lives before we hit 50K. They were around that long. So they've been around and helped reach 100,000. And I don't know if you know this, but at 100,000, YouTube sends you a plaque. It's called the silver play button. And they put your channel name on it. And while Adler was a very, very large part of building this channel, and the name Adler, actually, in case you didn't know, when we started this channel, we had Case Customs, and we used to build furniture. Case and I did. It wasn't super lucrative. It wasn't on YouTube, nothing like that, but it was Case Customs. So when Adler came around, I called it Adler Farms. That's where it came from. But now what? Carter Farms, Ray Farms, Adler Farms, Kyle Farms, Matt Farms, Ralph Farms, Grandma Farms. I mean, where does it end? Frank Farms. Doss Farms fits. It's always been Doss Farms. I just called the channel Adler Farms. That's how I look at it. But I talked to Jesus about it. I talked to Ray about it. And then I did it. And that was it. And I feel good about it. And you guys should too. I appreciate y'all being here very, very much. Thanks for sticking around over the years. We have a lot more coming, man. You know, maybe I just changed my name because I'm trying to keep the haters on their toes. I mean, now they're going to have to find me, right? They're going to look up that Adler Farms guy that they heard about. Whatever that guy is, they're going to look him up. Now they can't find me. I'm Doss Farms. So all my haters got to make new videos. And I hope they can find me. Well, they can find me. I get more views than they do. So anyway, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces. See you guys.